Boston massacre, or Boston bombing, is something that rattles and shakes our sense of security in everyday American life. Other than that, something that bothered me about the event was how the media was handling it and how they were reporting. Their lack of fact-checking, the fact that they get a little tidbit of information, they don't find out what's going on, they don't find out if it's reliable or not, and they report it to the entire world, and then it turns out being false a second later. Like what happened with the Saudi national that was supposedly in custody in the hospital ended up being false, and then how the suspect that had been arrested also ended up being false is something that I don't think should happen in journalism. Journalism should report something the way it is and not simply just report something simply because of its pop value.
I think the media coverage of the Boston bombings were handled very well. I found out about them on all social media pretty fast, and I have nothing really bad to say about it. I thought it was handled pretty well, and I have no complaints personally.
Regarding the media coverage of the Boston bombing, I think some of it could have been a little more tasteful. I know BuzzFeed.com had a list of 50 photos, and one of them showed a girl getting her pulse taken, and she probably was one of the two that passed away. And the other photo showed a man with his entire leg blown off. And while they did warn that the images would be graphic, I just had to think, how would those people feel to have those images up online when they're going through that much pain? But it is a world of free news and free media, so at the same time, it'd be hard to limit it when people want to see what happened. So.
In regards to the media coverage of the Boston terrorist attack, I think it's a bit invasive on some levels. For instance, I know Anderson Cooper did an interview while a guy was in his hospital bed. Granted, he probably got permission from the said patient, but I just feel like they shouldn't have even asked in regards to just how traumatic the event was, describing the blood in the limbs. Granted, it is also important to get the public to be involved and care for your country. I just think there should be a line where they need to let people deal with their families first and then let the public know.
I think that the mainstream media covered the Boston incident the same way that mainstream media has been covering all major incidents throughout history. They give the public, a general idea of what's going on, and when they know something, let the public know it. Though I think, I'm not one of those people who are like, well, bad things happen every day and they're just publicizing it. Yes, it's true, but it's like when events like this that don't normally happen every day, like big events like bombs going off in America and stuff like that. I think, the media covers it, showing special attention to it, as it should, because it's an unusual circumstance. So I think the media is doing an okay job covering it efficiently, and, yeah.